Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Casual Report. I'm your host, JT, today, joined by two extraordinary gentlemen. Jan's been replaced, by the way, for tonight. For one night only. Dan's in the house. Daniel.
Well,
very pleasant surprise. I clicked that call button and you jumped in the chat. Very happy this evening to see your beautiful face. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
What have you been up to since I've last seen you?
When was the last time? It was...
was it the Direct?
It was the Direct, yeah.
So yeah, it was. The back end of September. So what have you been doing for the past week and a half-ish? Playing some video games, I hope.
Yes, playing some video games.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I have played a hell of a lot of Yakuza 0.
Yakuza 0 is so good. I keep going back to it, like I'm jumping in and out of it every night. It's so good, right?
Yeah, like I think I'm a bit further than that. I'm like hooked now.
Okay,
so it's just like, all right, Gibbs. Yeah, absolutely hooked to it. It's once you get into the story, you just you don't want to turn it off. Yeah, it is so good.
Are you? How far are you? Are you quite far?
Oh, very.
Chapter-ish? Can you give me chapter?
Chapter 12.
Yeah, there's like 16, so I imagine you're like quite getting there. I'm about the same-ish. I put 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I really enjoyed it.
Do you plan to play through them all up until Like a Dragon, or is this just like I quite fancy play Yakuza 0?
No, I do actually plan on doing the collection.
Give me 30 years, mate. I'll do it. Don't rush me. Don't rush me.
You'll be that old man that goes, I'm in my prime.
Yeah, remember, still there. Yakuza 5. I'm just don't rush me, please, mate.
So true.
Is that all you've been doing? Yeah. Or you been doing else?
There is another game that I played, which caught me by surprise. So my friend told me about a game made by the man Swery, who he made a little collection called Deadly Premonition back in the day, and it has a very sweet spot in my heart. Does that for being the worst game I've ever loved.
The worst, best game ever.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it's fantastic, but terrible at the same time. And you just don't know how to feel about it.
Is that him, is it? Is it the same dude?
Yeah. Right, let me get his full name. His full name is Hidetaka Suhiro.
But everyone calls him...
They call him Swery. Yeah.
There's some footage on screen. I think it's the right game. It looks about right.
Yeah, he's done Spy Fiction, Deadly Premonition, and D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die, which is an even weirder game I've heard than Deadly Premonition, but I've not actually tried that one. Anyway, he released a demo for the game on last week. Yeah, The Good Life last week. And I had to play around with it, and I'd actually like to say it's actually pretty damn good. I really enjoyed it. And well, I won't ruin it for anyone just yet, because I think there's something in your notes which
is there.
Yeah. You'll know what I mean very shortly. I won't ruin it. But yeah, it's very good. Based in a small, quaint town. You're trying to find out why it's known as the happiest place in the world.
I'm getting Hot Fuzz vibes.
It's got Hot Fuzz vibes. Trust me, it does.
I'm all about Hot Fuzz vibes, by the way. I've never seen this game.
It's described as a debt repayment RPG.
Only sweary,
which is very sweary.
Top comment on the Good Life announcement trailer is the real boss of any sweary game, Frames. And I thought it was funny because Deadly Premonition's well known for being that game, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So is this game out yet then, if you're playing the demo?
No. It's due out on the 15th.
Right, because Deadly Premonition is very famous for having like ones and tens all down the fucking board, isn't it? Like it's very like.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the tradition of, again, a sweary game. It just it splits the line. It's you either love it or you hate it, and I think most people love it, but you do get the odd few who don't.
Yeah, very. Because I met at uni, he used to go. He loved Deadly Premonition, but I never really.
I kind of want to talk more about it only because Rob's here, and I know he's a big lover of animals. But I don't want to let on too much either.
Yeah, you may.
It's got a bit of an interesting story to it, and it involves animals. So it's. But I don't want to ruin it either, because he might actually say, "Oh, it's on Game Pass. I might try it out."
I do love my animals, but it's a case of I look at it now and I'm like, can I pet it?
Yeah, fair point.
It is out October 15th. It comes out. Did you say that? Sorry.
Yes, October 15th. Yeah.
There's a demo on Steam as well. So
yes,
I assume the demo is everywhere.
It's not, because it's supposed to be. It's primarily a Switch game.
Is it?
Primarily.
That doesn't surprise me how it looks, to be honest. But
yeah, it's demos on Xbox and on PC. No demo on Switch, which is quite random. But
the demo's not on PlayStation, is it?
No, not what I'm aware of.
Okay,
no.
Cool. So go and let us know what you think of that. Hugh, how's it going? If you're still here, sorry, we were talking about a game with cats in it. That scream you heard was Jade getting excited by the cats on the screen. And I know it's probably heard again. Rob's here, everybody. The man, the myth, the legend. Robert, how have you been doing?
Same old, mate.
Same old. Playing Borderlands, watching some shit on Netflix, going to bed, going to work.
Well, that's it. I haven't actually played Borderlands now for 2 weeks.
Fuck off. Is this the longest, like...
It's the longest I've been.
You're in cold turkey, mate?
It's been tough. I mean, I've got some cold sweats going.
Have you been playing anything for the past 2 weeks?
Just Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Are you still Destiny 2? Are you still playing with Laura?
Yes. So we're both still going at it.
Laura's still the... Warlock.
Yes, so she's gone Warlock. I've gone
I remember it was telling me that she hated the jump. It's quite funny.
She's got used to it a bit now. So
I she's a pro, mate. She's laying smackdown all over the galaxy in Destiny 2.
We did like a couple of strikes the other day.
I don't know what a strike is, Robert.
Okay.
How does it differ to a raid?
You're not looking at like the same amount of people that you'd normally have to join a raid. You're looking at like a sort of smaller group, sort of 1 to 3. And then from there, you're not looking at the opponent's just not as tough. Like you are chipping away like you would with a raid, but not quite to the extent that you do with them.
So it's forgive me for doing it. So it's Gears of War 5, Gears 5's escape to its Horde. So it escapes the more shorter linear experience, whereas Horde is like 50 waves of just shit.
Yeah.
Whereas escape can be done in like 3 minutes. Well, 10, but are you watching anything?
There you go.
There you go.
Like Rise put it in there straight off, like random matchups, raids need cooperation.
Casual reports, Destiny 2 professional as a put us all in our place here. Strikes of random as matchup, raids need cooperation. Bam, there you go. Could me and you go into a strike though, or would I have to go on my own?
No, we'd be able to do a fire team and go in.
Fire team is a team of 3, right?
Yeah. So like it's a case that we'd literally be able to just go in, have a laugh, but you don't have to like. So if I turn around and be like, mate, go on that side, you've got to do this. Like, you wouldn't. Because you'd be like,
I'll do what I want. I'll get my gun and I'll shoot shit, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
That's the whole idea, I think, with strikes.
Okay,
like just going at it. Dan, do you have... fire teams can be 2 people, right? You are right.
Okay, cool. Dan, do you have Destiny 2 installed or not?
I don't have it installed, but I have played quite a lot of it.
So you're professional and
yeah, complete pro. Yeah.
Rob, you've been up to that else, mate. You've been
been pretty much that for the most part. I did start watching a new anime.
This is what I like to... Go on, Rob.
Which is Trece.
Oh, the Spanish one? Is it Spanish?
Yeah.
The one that's spitting...
It's got the hints of like sort of Spanish.
Is she in the sewer? Is she? Is that the one? I just spell it, mate. I can't...
It's Tresse.
Is this the one I've had my eye on?
It's been pretty good, like so far. I mean, I'm on episode 4 now, and it's been strong. Like, it genuinely has been all right.
This is the one I wanted to watch. This one is it cool?
Yeah, it was one that I went in not with too much on the high hopes side of it, and it's been impressive. Like, I didn't go in with like you're thinking it was going to be all guns blazing. This is going to be a masterpiece. I was just like, yeah, see how it is. You know, we're not going to be incredible.
Fun fact for you. Sorry to butt in. Nicole Scherzinger's in this.
I didn't actually know.
She's Miranda Trece. Is that Trece? Miranda Trece. Is that the main character?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the main character, Nicole Scherzinger. If you're watching it in English, obviously if you're watching it in Japanese, I don't think... Yeah, it's Kyoko Yonakura is the Japanese person. I'm trying to find...
So I'd recommend it just for something to like. If you're after a new anime to pass the time, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I was quite in. I watched it, like the announcement trailer. I was quite in myself. It's based on a book. Is it a book? It's based on something. I don't know, but yeah, I'm in. Rob.
But no, yes, it's been good.
Rob, ask me. Ask me.
Go on then, what have you been up to?
Mate, I don't know if I said this on it. I finished Squid Game.
You have?
Yeah, I'm in. Have you seen it, Dan?
Yeah.
No.
It's a good show. It's a stupendous show. It's fucking awesome, mate. I recommend it to anybody. And the English dub is something. I'll tell you, it's something. But it's so good. Like all the revelations that come out as the show goes on, it keeps you gripping, and there's always a cliffhanger, which I love. And there's such a nice like group of. I'm saying this, but it's a horrible situation, but the cast is brilliant, and it's so good. And it's
the building as well, considering like the actual premise of it is just so good.
Because my mate at work started watching it. About 20 minutes into the first episode, he's like, does this get better? Because I'm not in. And by the end of the first episode, it's that bit, Rob, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, fuck, mate, this is sick. And I'm like, mate, get on it. But Dan, recommended, get on it. Okay. And also, I don't think I've said this as well, Scarlet Nexus came to Game Pass last week. I've been on that.
Yes.
Very Astral Chain. It's very Astral Chain.
Pick that out.
It's good, mate. Yeah. Very Astral Chain. Hints of Nier in there. Apparently it goes all Nier Automata halfway through, so I'm looking forward to it doing that. But I mean, the combat's decent. Keeps you on your toes because you're part of this regiment thing, and you have like different officers have different abilities. So there's like the invisible ability, there's the electric, fire, etc. And yeah, the different people come with you to do something. It feels holding hands. It's like certain things are only available because you've got certain characters with you, but hopefully it opens up as the game goes on. But it's very good. It goes on a bit though, but yeah, that's it. And obviously Castlevania Advanced Collection, so good, mate.
Oh, yeah.
And AtRaise as well. But yeah, I've been chilling. I've watched Squid Game. Watched the first episode of Alice in Borderlands. I told you, didn't I, Rob, last week? No, I didn't.
Yes.
I told you Tuesday. I told Laura as well. I like the show. I like the premise. It's very The World Ends With You. I need to send that to Laura. Remind me on, please. It's very World Ends With You-ish. And it's good. It's good. The best thing I think about Netflix is it's giving people that wouldn't normally go out the way to watch foreign language stuff easy access to watch it, so they're just whacking it on and they're finding new tastes, if you will.
Yeah.
Like obviously like Squid Game, Money Heist, but Alice in Borderlands, and so on. All foreign language films, all fantastic. But yeah, that's it. Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we go into the scores on the doors?
Yeah. To be fair, you've reminded me that I need to watch a film that I haven't seen in forever.
Is it City of God?
No, it's.
Is it Amelie?
You're on the right line. It's a French animated film, and it's just called. What was it? Town Called Panic.
Oh yeah, I know. Have I heard of that? Is it good? Obviously, it's good. Do you want to watch it?
It's just bizarre because it's basically some little toy figurine farmer and a toy figurine horse, and it's just baffling on what happens. Just I can't even describe it.
I'm not going to put it on screen. Everyone, just go and watch A Town Called Panic and come back to us. Yeah, you promise me you'll do that. Okay, good.
It's a bizarre film,
good.
But yeah, sorry. Yeah, Scores on the Doors.
Scores on the Doors. Before we do that, speaking of Scores on the Doors, it is October, gentlemen. Can you believe it?
No.
This year's just gone too fast.
Like, bang. Means we need to start thinking casual report game of the year, you know what I'm saying? So we'll do the usual thing. I'm not sure when we'll do it. Just send them in when you can. There's still a few games to come out this year, which I assume some of these games will make people's lists. So just send me up to 15 games. Order them.
One of them is out today.
One of them's out tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
We'll see, mate. Just send 15 games. I'll allocate the points. So your number one game will get 15 points, and so on. Up to 15 games. You can send me 6 or 7. You can send me 10. You send me one. Just say, JT, this is the only good game I played this year. Give that 15 points. I'll see you in a bit. I'll take that and I'll do it for you. Don't worry. But you must. I thought I'd struggle, but I've got a list of 15, 16 games in a Word doc, which I was quite surprised, to be honest, because I didn't think I played that many new games this year, but I have. But yeah, so we'll talk more about that more of the time. It'd be December, January before we do the Game of the Year 2021 show. But gentlemen, Scores on the Doors. Are you ready? There's 2 today. First up is Metroid Dread, which is out tomorrow. First 2D Metroid in 19 years. Does that mean anything to you two? Do you care?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
I mean, I do like Metroid, but I'm not overwhelmed, if you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I can appreciate it, but so I just finishing.
I'll be excited to play it.
Yeah, finishing Metroid Fusion and seeing your next mission, and having to wait till tomorrow. Mate, okay. It has 54 reviews, critic reviews. It's sitting at have you seen what it's sitting at, or do you want me to just go into it?
Yeah, I know what it is.
We know what.
I haven't.
You haven't. Why do you think it's sitting at, Rob?
I want it to be about sort of like top end of the 80s, but I've got a feeling it's going to be bottom end of the 80s.
My poker face is terrible. I'm sorry. What are you feeling? Give me a number.
Let's go 81.
81. It is actually 88, Rob. Which
Okay.
is near Automata country, if I'll have you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Gentlemen, let me just put some reviews on screen for everybody, because I'm a nice guy. There you go. Let's scroll to them. We have... Is this Nintendoros? I don't know if I said that right, I'm sorry. Metroid Dread is a sequel that everyone has been waiting for. A great game that can be hard and complex, but at its core, it's a true evolution of the classic Metroid formula and must-have for every Nintendo Switch user. That's music to my ears, mate. IGN, Portugal, I assume that's IGN as a whole, but whatever. Give it 9. It says Samus Aran's triumphant return to a genre that she herself helped to name proves once again that there are no styles worthy of being caged in the past. The risk taken by Mercury Steam results in one of the best games ever in the series. That's a fucking bold statement, mate. I'll have you know. A chapter with its own personality that puts Bounty Hunter alongside Link and Mario, making it one of the console's must-have titles, from the memorable bosses to the harrowing encounters with the Emmy, all painted by an artistic direction that takes the most from the Nintendo Switch, making Dread one of the best of 2021. The L Digital they downloaded didn't like it. Well, I say didn't like it. 7's a good score. Excuse me. It says, I left Metroid Dread feeling quite conflicted about it. On the one hand, I do think it fundamentally well designed and the main gameplay element, the robot stalkers are woven into the Metroid formula beautifully. On the other hand, that Metroid Dread formula is getting long in the tooth and Dread doesn't do nearly enough to revitalise it. Dread is fine, it's not just nearly memorable enough for a game that fans have been waiting so many years for. Ooh.
That's rude.
It is rude. I mean, it's praise-ish. It's like saying, it's like bad pizza. No, it's fine. It's pizza.
Like I've wanted pizza for ages, but this one just wasn't so great.
They're kind of pizza's pizza at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, most of them reviews are glowing. There's a few there. Even like the orange ones will say are very thingy. 51 positive and 3 mixed. But we'll see what the fans think tomorrow when everyone gets to play it. Hopefully, they get to play it. Let's dispatch it soon. I want to fucking kick off, mate. Do you know what I mean? They did this with my near replicant thing. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was like 11 o'clock and they dispatched it, and I'm like, bro, that don't come tomorrow. I'll bash some heads in. Well, gentlemen, next game, Far Cry 6. Are we Far Cry fans here?
I enjoy it.
Partially, yes.
I'm the same. Like, it's what it is. I'm not playing Far Cry 6, but I know exactly what I'm getting. I know exactly what it's going to play like. But no.
Yeah.
Where do we think this one sits?
I think this one's probably going to sit a bit better than 5 did.
Where did 5 sit? I'm sorry, I don't know. Let me check.
5 was actually really highly rated, but I personally don't think it was that. It was...
Far Cry 5 is a 78. The PS4 version has a 70 as an 81. 78. What was 78? That's the PC version.
I reckon
higher or lower?
It'll be higher.
Higher.
I'm saying lower.
We have any guesses, numbers? Do you know, Dan? Have you cheated?
No, I haven't actually this time.
I'm going to go 85%.
85. Ryan says lower as well.
I'm going to go 73.
73. It is lower, but it's 77.
Ooh.
24 reviews, though, so when the critic reviews start rolling in more, perhaps that'll fluctuate a bit, but excuse me, 17 positive, 6 mixed, 1 negative. Enemy says, brainless violence, Far Cry 6 is selling a power fantasy at an industrial scale. If blowing up billboards, clearing up map markers and delivering the political power from the barrel of a gun is your scene, you'll have a great time. For those listening to Far Cry's marketing push and hoping for a more nuanced campaign, or even just a brief respite, I can never say that word, from the endless silliness, this isn't the game for you. GameStar, quotation forthcoming. I've got the negative review here, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
This is from Stiviver. I think I've said that right, I'm sorry, dude. Through an oversimplification of systems compared to previous entries in the franchise, everything in Far Cry 6 feels too safe. There isn't any challenge to the combat. The exploration is mindless, and the story that unfolds is completely unsatisfying.
Brutal.
And PC Games, then I'll just read the next one just to throw it in the bag. The series' foundations have been rejigged to offer an exciting and satisfying new gameplay loop. Not all of the revisions work in its favour, but unfortunately it's the complete lack of change with its approach to storytelling and structure that really holds Far Cry 6 back. Yeah, I haven't played a Far Cry since 4, so...
Yeah,
jury's out if I pick this up.
Yeah.
Ryan likes 5.
What?
Ryan really likes 5, I believe.
5 was really good, but I do agree, like, as a case of the plot, characters, everything was pretty decent. The combat as well was good.
Yeah.
But the letdown and what really pissed me off was rehash that they decided to do and just going, oh, by the way, here's an extension of that game called New Dawn. That really fucked me off.
What was New Dawn? I'm not familiar with New Dawn.
It's supposed to be just...
I can tell by your face you're annoyed about this.
It was supposed to be a bit of like a follow-on on what happens post-ending of 5. And yeah, like, as Rice just put, New Dawn was basically post-game, and it just didn't hit the same. They basically just tried
was
to.
it 40 quid?
Yes, it was full
mad.
charge. Yeah, and this was what was annoying is people essentially thought they were getting a new Far Cry. They weren't. They were just getting a rehashed version of 5. And it was basically ruined the ending of 5.
No spoilers.
It was already a perfect game. Yeah. So I'd recommend if you're going to play them, do 5 and just forget New Dawn. Don't bother with it.
Don't bother with New Dawn. I'll keep that in mind, mate. That scores on the doors. Have you seen the trailer for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City?
No, I still need to watch it.
Dan, have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
I'll just go over this briefly then, if that's okay. So, today, that's the one with Kaylee, what's her name? She's in Skins.
Every story has a beginning.
That one from Skins.
Kayla Scoladero or something? Is that her name? I think that's her name. Whatever. It looks like Resident Evil. Whether it's a good film or not, that jury's still out. Like, you can put a trailer like this together along all you want. You've got Umbrella, graffiti there. A lot of the monsters turn up. I think Lisa Travers is in this trailer. I'm pretty sure it's her. But unlike the other Resident Evil films, they do actually look like the characters they're portraying. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a good change.
Yeah, and then there's a throwback to the first game. Do you know what I mean? But in theaters, November 24th. I'm not sure if that's worldwide or not, but just keep an eye on that because potential, I think, if you're a Resident Evil fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, charts time. Numbers time, Daniel. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Have we cheated? Do we know what's number 1?
No.
Daniel,
No.
do you know? What do you think's number 1? Don't look. There's 3 new entries, by the way, this week. And no, I'll give you a clue. Mario Kart 8's not number 1. It's number 2. Excuse me.
Trying to think what's come out this week.
You'll get it.
Well, it Metro because it's not out yet.
No.
And it's
interested.
not Far Cry because it's not out yet.
No. This is last weekend, so.
FIFA 22?
You're saying FIFA 22. Rob, do you agree?
Yep.
You're correct. FIFA 22. So, charts are... Smash. I'm expecting a resurgence to Smash because of Sora, but we'll see. Charts are... I've got to get it up for everybody. FIFA 22, Mario Kart 8, Sonic Colors Ultimate, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Minecraft Switch, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Animal Crossing New Horizons, F1, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Super Mario 3D World: Bowser's Fury.
Hot Wheels Unleashed didn't do too bad.
To be fair, I'm quite pleased it got there because it looks. Like
It looks fantastic and it's reviewed really well, actually.
Especially for a Hot Wheels game.
Didn't think it was going to do as well as it has, so do you know what? Fair play.
Yeah, so shut up, Rob. No, but I got conflicted news here because launch week bot sales of FIFA 22 are 35% down compared with FIFA 21 and 42% down compared to FIFA 20. So you assume people are playing it online because we'll get to that in a minute. And yet, there's nothing really, apart from Hot Wheels laying SmackDown and Sonic Colors.
Which is a very strange one because that game's not.
And people like it. People like it, but it's not like it's not Sonic Adventure, for example. Do you know what I mean? People fucking.
Can I just say as well? Since you've just read out the Far Cry 6 guy, it's dropped again.
Is it? Is it actually?
Yeah. It's got down to 75.
Shut me up.
I'm just literally pulled it.
Fucking hell, mate.
I was looking for the Hot Wheels on Metacritic, actually. I just wanted to see what they actually gave it. What's it called? Hot Wheels Unleashed?
Yeah.
Aye, mate.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Unleashed.
I'll just chat a bit. Ratchet and Clank had a 321% sales spike. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut at 135%. You imagine there was PS5s back in the wild again.
Yeah.
53% of Sonic Colors were on the Nintendo Switch. Hot Wheels PS5 39% of sales on there. Dan, do you have the score for us?
78 for Hot Wheels.
Nice.
That's not
Sonic,
terrible, is it?
I want to see. I'm going to check Sonic as well because I don't think that's a very good game. You know.
I know people like it, but I'm not sure if it is.
What's it called? Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors Ultimate. Ultimate, yeah.
Right. The PS4 version of the game got 73. The Switch variant got 66.
Yeah, the Switch version was rough, I believe.
Yeah.
Because
so you're looking around the 70s.
I'm pretty sure, didn't we see someone like saying about this? Yeah. It was pretty strong.
Yeah, man.
Pretty strong.
Before anything to add to the charts before we go on?
No, I think that's pretty much close.
Let's crack on. Gentlemen, first thing first. On Tuesday, Rob, me, you, Jam, watched I got spoiled for me. I'm still fuming about it, but I'm over it a bit. Watched the final Smash reveal.
Yep.
You've had a few days to sit on it. Dan, have you seen the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've both had a few days to fit on it. Dan, are you a Kingdom Hearts guy?
I am a Kingdom Hearts guy, yes.
This is good. How do we feel about Sora and Smash?
I'm happy about
it. I'm not bothered about the Smash characters. That's the thing that really doesn't bother me in the slightest. So it's bittersweet for me more than anything. Because I'm not bothered.
I can appreciate that. I mean, I'm really happy. I'm not a Kingdom Hearts dude. However, Smash has worked its magic because I've been on Amazon and Shop 2 looking for that Kingdom Hearts collection thing. So, maybe we'll see. I'll watch this space. I might stream it for you. You never know.
I'm pretty sure it was on Game Pass for a bit.
The third one is. The 1 and 2 were, but then they've come off because they wouldn't let me play them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy it. I still had it installed when it was on Game Pass and I was fuming. So it's 40 quid. I'm like, suck my dick. No, it's not. But that double pack on the PS4 version is like 20-25 quid, so I'll probably get that. That's got 6 games in it. Don't ask me what 6 games it is, please. I don't know. But gentlemen, Kingdom Hearts coming to Switch. Now this bothers me. The reason I'm not, I'd get this one because I like playing games on the Switch. I can sit in bed and do it. Do you know what I mean? Sit at the toilet and do it. I don't know how you two feel about this. These games are all going to be cloud games on the Switch. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's.
I understand the third one. I was going to say that.
I see now. I would have been, I think, a bit happier if it had been 1 and 2. Coming out as probably like a bulk buy that you could do.
These are all going to be 30, 40 quid.
That's what I mean, but then 3 being like the cloud gaming.
Yeah.
The only reason I say it is because the performance on 1 and 2 you can get away with.
Yeah.
3 is going to be a bit of a nightmare. I think it's going to struggle on cloud as well.
You reckon?
Really? Yeah, I think they're really going to struggle with it.
Yeah. So Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Pro, whatever that thing is, on Epic Game Store is 40 quid, and that's down from 50. So you know exactly how much these games are going to be each. That bothers me a bit because and then I'm going to go on. Sorry to do this, Dan.
Yeah.
Are you interested in playing the games again, or?
No, because I actually only just finished the Kingdom Hearts 3 recently. Yeah, well, I only finished it about, I want to say, beginning of this year. So I've done my Kingdom Hearts time for a while. I'm
sat on Amazon right now. I'm looking at Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5/2.5. It's not 2.8. Does it matter that it's not 2.8?
Not really.
Okay.
2.8's a bit. It doesn't really offer a lot, I don't think.
I'll take that. I'm sat looking at that now. It's got Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 5, Chain of Memories 358/2 days. So you see how someone who doesn't play Kingdom Hearts trying to read all these? Whatever. It's got all them, and it's 13.76, and I can get it tomorrow. Because no, Saturday.
Is it?
It's Saturday because it's too late, I think, for tomorrow now. but it's Amazon Prime. And to charge those games on Epic Game Store, which I assume didn't take a lot of. What's the story so far? Why is there like 4 collections? Can someone explain to me this? Okay, this has got 9 games. This has got 9 games, and it's 20 quid, and I can get that on Saturday as well if I order within the next 3 hours.
Well, I can tell you now, I've done 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
I have not done.
And you're satisfied? You're satisfied with the story you got?
I'm quite happy with
Okay,
it.
Dan, have you just done 1, 2, and 3 as well?
So no,
Okay.
Right. So
Answer is money, Ryan.
I have done every single Kingdom Hearts bar the card-based ones.
I know you love card games, mate.
Pain and Memory. I hate card games, and I can't get on with them. They're not my style of game, unfortunately.
Totally get it, mate.
But I've played pretty much all the rest of them.
I'm assuming like when Dan ever played Final Fantasy games as well, he was just like, no, forget that achievement, forget that card achievement.
Tetra Master's like, no.
The Witcher. I've pretty much done everything on The Witcher bar Gwen, because I hate Gwen. And the horse races. I hate horse races because they're terrible.
So that was like me with the chocobo racing in Final Fantasy VII. I hated it so much.
Why? It says there's 9 games, right? Well, it says contains 9 epic Kingdom Hearts experiences. Not necessarily. What are they?
I was gonna say there's at least 1 or 2 which are just cut videos.
Yeah.
More or less.
Okay. Would you recommend that one? Sorry, so far, or would you are you perfectly happy to just get the 1.5, 2.5?
1.5 and 2.5 is a really good starting point.
Okay.
It's got I think it's 1.5's got the best game on it,
which is
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep. Okay.
Every day of the week.
Is that right? Hang on. Is that the DS one or the PS?
No, it was the PSP.
PSP one. Okay.
Yeah.
The DS one was Dream Drop Distance, right?
Yes.
And there was the Game Boy Advance one, which was Chain of Memory. Is that Chain of Memories?
That was the Game Boy Advance one, and that's the card-based one.
That's the one you fucking don't want to see in a million years.
I don't want to touch it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think Smash has worked its magic a bit. I think I'm gonna fold on the 1.5, 2.5 when I get paid. Might do. Anyway, back to this. Excuse me. What do you think Sakurai's going to do next? Do you think he's just going to retire, or do you think he's going to do another Nintendo product like Kid Icarus Uprising, or what? Where do you think he's going to go?
Give him the reins of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Oh, mate, do you want a sequel to that, or what? Or like another one, I should say.
I reckon he'd do a pretty bang up job. I don't know why. Just got a feeling.
Yeah, I'm pressed to find a game by Sakurai that's bad. You know what I mean? What do you reckon, Dan? Do you reckon he's just going to retire? He's got enough money. It's like, whatever, mate. Sit a bit.
I don't think he's going to retire. He's still young in the world of gaming, isn't he?
Workaholic. Yeah, and he's a workaholic as well, to be fair.
Yeah. He's obviously got the new Kirby game on the way, hasn't he?
He's 51, Daniel. I thought he was...
Yeah, he's young for in the realm of gaming.
Fair, yeah, you forget how young he is.
Yeah, no, he's obviously got Kirby coming out soon, hasn't he? Which is one of his.
He doesn't know what to do anymore, does he?
I would likely say it'll probably be something like Kid Icarus, because it's been a long time since Kid Icarus has come out. Kid Icarus
Uprising's really good as well, so that's a new one, and perhaps another long dormant Nintendo franchise you could bring back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Bring back F-Zero.
I mean, if anyone's gonna do it,
if anyone can fucking pull it off, he'd do it.
It's Sakurai.
He'd fucking nail it as well. I know he would. Ryan's up for an open world Kid Icarus. I am also up for that, because you ever played Kid Icarus Uprising?
I didn't know.
No, trust me. Sakurai's the only person that can sell you a game with a stand because playing it hurts your hand, so you have to put the 3DS on a stand and play it. When you're zapping around, it's dead good, but on ground combat I thought was a bit weird and awkward. But when you're flying about, class, mate. But yeah, we're all happy. I don't, like I said, I don't play Kingdom Hearts. I'm relatively pleased with Sora. I'm glad everyone can shut up about it now. Is there anything to add before we move on?
No, I think he was just a good one to end on.
Yeah, I mean,
as well.
Because doesn't
strong character.
Doesn't he unlock the keys? I don't know. Someone explained something to me. It made sense, but I can't remember.
It's okay. It's okay.
I tried. I did try. Anyway, EA, you ready? EA is exploring whether to drop the FIFA brand in favour of a new name. Do you know what that means? That means we can't be asked to pay this.
Is it called F Sports?
Might be. To be fair, I saw a tweet earlier. Because I'm on Twitter a lot. I don't know if you know this. And it was just one of the VGC lot, and he just said they could just call it EA Sports Football. Yeah. And just keep it in the same FIFA like circle logo. Do you know the silver thing? Or is it like a ball now? I can't remember what it is. But just keep it in that sort of...
I'm sorry, but I find it hilarious that Daniel Ahmad's put just Konami eFootball 2023. Yeah. Electronic Arts EA Football 2023.
That's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It genuinely is. I mean, like, the way I look at it, it's just what Pro Evo's done as well now. I think they've kind of realised that, oh damn, yeah, we're not going to probably like sell as much game-wise, but imagine the moolah we can make by selling cards on like the regs doing that.
I know Dan's all about Ultimate 2. I know he is, mate. I like cards, mate. But yeah, no. Anyway, speaking of Daniel Ahmad,
yeah.
When the chart, we were talking about charts about 10 minutes ago. FIFA 2022 is 35% down from 2021. Yeah, 21. Yeah. Sorry. But EA reckons it is a record-breaking launch for FIFA 2022. 9.1 million players since October 1st, which was Friday, I think. Yeah. 7.6 million Ultimate Team squads created, and 406 million matches played. Congratulations. I can play 10 hours of it, by the way. Yes, I can. I got EA Play, so I can play 10 hours of it. I'm not going to, because I don't want to, but you never know. Might start an Everton career and relegate them to the fucking League One or something. We'll see.
Have matches against Huddersfield Town every week.
Might just start a career at Huddersfield Town.
Hey.
I fucking smash it, mate. Dan, what do you feel about them dropping the FIFA brand? Would you be out? Do you play FIFA a lot or not?
Nah, I used to like FIFA, but it was back in the days of the original Journey mode. That was the peak for me, and then it kind of just, and then it just kind of, I'm not interested anymore.
I agree.
I might play it once in a blue moon because it's on EA Play, but
yeah, I agree. I play it. Like, I got a friend who likes FIFA a lot as well, so whenever I see him, I'll just have a few games of FIFA and that. But apart from that, I don't really care. Like, I downloaded FIFA 21.
I don't think anybody's really going to be bothered per se. It's just a name, isn't it? At the end of the day, but.
Everyone's going to know what it is when they walk in the shop and they see that point of sale sign, and it's just got Mbappe on the thing, and it's the box, which is exactly the same as the last one, but it's just not got FIFA on it. It's got EA Sports
just
Football.
as long as they don't do something like what they did with like golf, like Tiger Woods PGA Tour. Yeah, it's not going to be.
It'll be Mbappe killing Mbappe football.
Killing Mbappe football.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't do that.
Phil Foden's shitty football.
I hope they don't do that. I hope they just call it EA Football or something or whatever, because I don't know exactly what it is. The average FIFA player will not just go in the shop, look at the box. Oh, FIFA's out. It's just to probably still call it FIFA. Do you know what I mean? And so on. But yeah, we're good. Should we crack on?
One.
Gentlemen, Konami, remember them?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, well, I have a big letters, rumour. Yeah? Andy Robinson from VGC. Konami set to revive Metal Gear, Castlevania and Silent Hill. The Japanese publisher will reveal major projects after a period of relative quiet, because we know Konami make most of its money from fucking health sector, so spas and things like that. That's where they make most of the wedge, which is why people won't buy them. I was kind of hoping this would happen, because I wanted them to like fucking thingy out the franchises for ages. But there is a rumour that people have been corroborating where Metal Gear Solid 3, the best one. Thank you very much. Go do one. What is the best Metal Gear Solid, just out of interest? Which one do you like?
Vengeance.
But not like a proper one.
No, I'm kidding, honestly. But Metal Gear Solid 2.
Joking aside, I do like
2 for me.
2. Daniel?
Well, I would say 3.
I love 3. Rob, do you want to hear one of my unpopular opinions? I don't like 2. I'm sorry.
I really like 2. I really like 2, but I do not agree with you. But 3 is great. It's better.
It's better. 3 genuinely was strong. It was like literally like it took a lot of elements from 2. So,
like what? What?
Play it again and see.
No, tell me now. What?
Mate, I've got 2 sat in on my PS2 at the moment. So if you ever want to play it, you know where I am.
Yeah.
I never want to play 2. No.
I'll get him round one time and I'll just put it on in front of him and just make him watch.
That's it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for you for your birthday.
Why would you do that? I've already got it. To be fair, it is my most played one. It's probably my most played one, because at the time PS2 was out, and it was relatively early game, was it? On PS2-ish?
Kind of, yeah.
It was one of the only games I really had on PS2, so I was like smashing it. Tanker bit's brilliant though.
So everyone was buzzing for it, because you had 1, and then of course didn't see anything for a bit. PlayStation 2 coming out.
We had VR missions. Thank you very much, Rob.
All right.
Deal with it, mate. But so Konami, Castlevania, which is their source described it as a reimagining of the series currently in development internally at Konami. That worries me. In Japan, with support from external studios. So just give it to them. Let them do it. We'll be fine, yeah? Much speculations of Demon's Souls studio Bluepoint could be working on a Metal Gear Solid remake. However, VGC was told the series is actually being worked on by an external studios called Virtuous. Now, do you know Virtuous? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Should do.
You should do. Right. They've done a lot of ports and things for people, so to do a remake is probably within their grasp, I'll say. I can't spell it. That's it. Are you just really hoping for a Symphony of the Night remake? Mate, Symphony of the Night doesn't need a remake. You can just copy and paste that onto... It's on PS4 though, to be fair, but...
Yeah.
I'd rather they made a new one than asked about with the older stuff. Like, port them over to newer hardware, by all means, but if you're going to make a new one, I'd rather it be a spanking new one.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see like Bloodlines with just a bit of a revamp. I like remade, just
smoother pixel art. I know what you mean.
Not as pixely.
Yeah, like most Castlevania games you can play now still hold up. Most of them do. But what I would play while we're on Castlevania is a Castlevania with the style of the anime, but a side scroll, like Trevor Belmont.
That'd be pretty damn good.
I mean, it would just be Castlevania 3, but I'd want to see it. Do you know what I mean? I just want to see it. I say that, don't I? But whatever. So Virtuous, they ported XCOM 2 collection, Bioshock the collection to Switch. Out of Worlds to Switch. There you go. That bothers me. Uncharted 4 or FIFA 7, they worked on that. They've done a lot of Sony. They've worked on a lot of Sony games, helped out on. So, Knack 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Gravity Rush 2, Watch Dogs 2. That was on PS4, PC and Xbox as well. To be fair, Battlefield 5 again. They did the Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 HD remaster, I believe, most of it anyway. So when it comes to copy and paste, I say copy and paste jobs, I'm being really disrespectful there, but you know what I mean. Do we trust them to make one of the most beloved games of that series polished up for PS5 nicely and just, I assume it's going to be an Xbox as well, but do we trust them? I trust them more than Konami, I'll tell you.
There was some strong bits in there. I mean, like sort of Horizon Zero Dawn and, you know, some other names that were dropped in. I was like, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, that's pretty damn good. But there's also some pretty bad ones.
Just think about, go and look at the Outer Worlds report on Switch, mate.
Oh, I have. I don't need to see it again.
That's the fucking... Daniel, what do you reckon, mate?
I like the idea. I do like the idea of it.
Buzzing, mate.
Yeah, it's an interesting take on it, and as you say, you trust them more than Konami.
Yeah, I trust most people more than Konami, to be honest with you, mate. Now, Silent Hill. Let me just mooch. Where is the thing? Konami Japanese bosses are understood to have historically pushed back against most pitches to outsource its key brands, which is a big reason why previous pitches for Silent Hill games, such as one by Until Dawn Studio Supermassive, weren't greenlit. Can you imagine a Silent Hill game by them? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Now, Silent Hill, every month or two, it's like, oh, Kojima's working on a Silent Hill game. Remember, because Silent Hills got cancelled. Do you think there's any possibility of Kojima making a Silent Hills game?
No.
I don't think so either.
I tell you what I would like.
Zone of the Enders.
Yes. No. Yes, also, but no. Could you imagine the idea of Silent Hill, the original, remade by Blue Point?
That'd be cool.
That would be good.
Even
Blue Point do some really good stuff.
I'm not a Souls person, but Demon's Souls on PS5 is just sublime.
Immaculate.
It's just so good. And Plan B would be the medium guys. I can't remember what they called them, so sorry. That'd be quite cool. But yes, and obviously sticking with Castlevania. Sorry. Konami is inviting indie developers to make new games based on some of its classics. So, what I understand is it's a competition to show Konami ideas for Castlevania and shit like that. Which, would you rather them go out and find a team, or would you rather? Is this an adequate way of doing it? Do you reckon? Is this kind of rubbing me the wrong way a bit?
I think it's a good way of doing it, as long as they get the credit for it.
Yes, Konami.
We all know what Konami are going to be like. Oh no, it was our idea.
Yeah, we did it all and whatever.
Yeah, because they're a big enough studio to do so.
Konami has announced an indie game contest that actively asks small developers to make games based on some of its classic series, including Gradius, Gambar Gomon, and many more. So there's a Gomon fan in the chat, I think. Ryan, I think. I'm pretty sure.
There is, yes, I'm pretty sure. Didn't we have that? I actually had that. I think it's one of our forgotten gems.
I had no idea what I was talking about. I did try, right? I'm sorry. Indie game called Metroid Dread, mate. Mercury Steam are pushing out of the indie realm. Mercury Steam are the only studio to make a Castlevania game and a Metroid game. Multiple of each, by the way. And they're in Spain. Moving on, sorry. A video outlining the contest was published by Konami. This contest is sponsored by Konami and held in cooperation with Shusha Game Creators Camp. I said that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm reading from IGN. A project to support game developers. The contest began September 30th and will run until January 6th, so potentially late next year we may see a trailer for some new Konami shit. So, and they don't have to do much because they've already fucking got everyone else to do the dirty work. But yeah, Konami. Bring me back some of them IPs, mate. I just want you to lease them out all day. Just fucking send them out. Make the money. Fuck them off. We don't care. Shall we crack on? Sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
I would enjoy your input on this one, mate.
I wonder what it could be.
You're up, mate. This is you. This is your time. Randy Pitchford, you may know him.
I do. Not personally, but yeah.
One day, maybe, Rob. Randy Pitchford is no longer CEO of Gearbox Software. I'm reading from GameDeveloper.com. Bryant Francis. Rob, when did you say that? Well, you saw that earlier. I assume you saw it earlier. I'm sorry if you didn't.
Yeah, no, I did.
What?
Sorry.
Wait, do you get flued up, Matt, as well, mate? 2 meters. Let's go.
But it's really not that fussed, I'll be honest.
Not fussed.
But no, because to be fair, the last couple of times, like, I mean, perfect example of it is pre-sequel and 2. He didn't really have that much of a say.
He was just sat in that CEO chair, mate, raking in that cash.
Sort of like, that sounds great, that sounds good, love it, yeah, let's go. But it's quite a hard one, because the person that he's actually got to sort of step in is the person that's kind of built it a bit more on the gaming side.
The gentleman that's covering it, let me just... Do you know his name? I can't see his name here.
It is Steve Jones, I think
Jones.
I read.
Former crew Alexandra player Steve Jones has taken over as CEO.
It's literally like the most... It's like the most unimaginative name, but for a guy that genuinely had such a big part to play in a lot of the Borderlands series.
Yeah, so he was former Chief Technical Officer Steve Jones is now going to be Randy Pitchford, right? And Pitchford is still going to be in the company. He's still...
he's still going to be doing his bits, but he's now going to be focusing, I think, from what I'm aware, on the sort of film TV
show,
and like broadcasting side, which I think's good. I actually think that it's a good area for him to kind of get involved in.
Yeah, I agree.
He did have those ideas and, like, you know, that brainchild of Borderlands, but realistically, like, he knows full well that if he doesn't sort of like let it crack on, it's gonna go stale.
Yeah, you've got to know, I think, as a creator, as like a director of a video game or like whatever, you've got to know when to take your foot off the gas, get out of the car, and let someone else get in. Do you know what I mean?
And I think that's what he's done. And even though it's a surprise, I think he's done it.
I thought he was there till he was dead. Do you know what I mean? Well, he's technically still there, but you know what I'm saying.
I genuinely, like, I'm quite happy with the way he's worked it, because it's a case of we've got Wonderlands coming out, you know, which is one of the ones that he's had sort of that last bit of play in, and he's just gone, right, I'm ending it here. Like, this is a good place for me to go, and then leaving it to someone else to go, right, your turn. He
was still relatively involved-ish with Wonderlands, right? He still popped his head around the door every now and then, so yeah, that's what you're doing.
Literally, yeah. I mean, like, at the end of the day, he's still the person that turns around and goes, "No, I don't like that."
He makes the decisions. He makes the dollars, mate.
And to be fair, he's not been wrong for the majority of stuff. He's like a bit of an oddball, but he's not been wrong.
I still haven't forgiven him for Aliens Colonial Marine, so you'll have to forgive me.
I don't think any of us have.
I was gonna say I like how they mentioned Brothers in Arms, which I actually had a hell of a time with back on the PS2.
Yeah, man.
I used to love that game. Tactical shooter.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, so Randy Pitchford, I'm sure we'll see, like, he'll oversee the film, and I assume the film's going to get a sequel because it's got quite a cast, and I'm sure the film will be at least all right.
I think that's his aim. I think now is for him to sort of move on with that, see what he can do, and help the company grow in that side of it.
Yeah.
So I think the way he's looking at it now is not so much. He doesn't want to just see Gearbox as
game developer.
As a game developer, as Borderlands, he wants to see it sort of stretching from games into the films, TV shows, a bit like what Netflix is trying to do, but the opposite way. I think that he wants to kind of do the same thing, but stretch out from games into there. I think it's pretty ambitious, and I kind of hope it works.
Mate, he's got. I think he's well off enough now to be in a position to take them risk. I think to go into that direction and be like the film. I'm very, very interested or intrigued, I should say, to see this film. I really want to see a trailer. Like, I really want to see it because Eli Roth he's an alright director, isn't he? Like,
he's made some
Hostel. Is it I always forget what he's done other than Hostel. I should wash my mouth out. Eli Roth. Right. Are you ready?
Yes.
He is 49 years old. 2 years younger than Sakurai, by the way. Hostel, Cabin Fever, co-written for Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever was alright, wasn't it?
Again, it was a good one.
If you're not got filmography, here we are. Yeah, first film was Cabin Fever. His director, Grindhouse, one of them films in that. I don't know if you saw that. Finn. Follows Roth and a group of scientists, activists, and researchers who travel the world exposing the extinction of sharks. Very clever. Death Wish. Knock Knock. Green Inferno. So within that sort of Borderlands style, I know exactly how it's going to look, I think, but how it's going to feel is what I'm after. You know what I'm saying? Dan, are you interested in the Borderlands film?
I am. Yeah. It's got an interesting casting choice, which makes it a lot more interesting. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for the best.
Yeah, I'm as well. I always am. But gentlemen, nothing else to say. Shall we move on, or?
No, yeah, I think like just last bit is just following on from Dan there as well. Is like there's some good choices. I mean, for one that I'm extremely quite happy about is Jamie Lee Curtis. Playing Tannis like that.
Jamie Lee Curtis is tremendous.
And of course, one of the others, Kate Blanchett is Lilith over there. That's just
Kate Blanchett's sick. All right.
Top
Kate Blanchett is sick.
Come on. Jack Black as Claptrap's a stroke genius a little bit. Jack Black's. It'll be interesting. Jack Black's a very interesting voice actor.
I think again a good choice. Like the one that I was still so unsure on, but it's growing on me more. But
Kevin Hart, is it?
Is Kevin Hart's role, and the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, do you know what? Yeah, I think this could work.
It's a gym. I'm sure it'd be all right. Is Roland a canonically smaller character? Is he quite tall?
No, it's a bit of a weird one. Would
you get away with being Kevin Hart's size?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because to be fair, like Tannis, Lilith, they're all taller in the game. So
there you go.
Looks quite well.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
Crack it on. Are you ready?
One.
There's some bad news now.
Oh no.
Koichi Sugiyama, sorry Ryan, that Japanese was atrocious, is the composer for the Dragon Quest series, has passed away at 90 years young. So we obviously thoughts out to family and friends. Dragon Quest fans, either of you?
Not particularly, but I mean I've heard like the odd sort of score from some of the games.
Again, you would have heard some tracks. Dan, do you like Dragon Quest?
No, not really. I haven't played them. So
Dragon Quest 11 is on Game Pass. Anyone's interested?
I probably will.
I'm really sorry, but I've obviously loaded up the page for this article, right? And I translated it back to English. And there's a comment in the first line.
Yeah, I was 9 years old.
No. I think it's translated wrong. It just says, "Mr. Yuji Horii, I'm not really sorry to hear the sudden news of Mr. Sugiyama's death." And I was like, "Oh,
oh God." Oh,
Ruthless.
yeah, I mean, excuse me. Quite a lot of the early Dragon Quest tracks were staples into making video game music, like branching out towards popularity, if that makes sense. However, his personal views, I'm not on board with at all. As a person, I think he's a bit of a twat. But what he did for video game music as a whole, I think, speaks for itself. And obviously, thoughts with family and friends and everything. But he's very anti-LGBTQ plus. He's a war crime denier and all this shit. I'm like, alright, dude. We're cool. We're cool with the music, mate. But it's not somebody I want to have a drink with. But I mean, we're here for the music and the inspiration, because obviously the people you listen to now that make video game music, obviously very inspired by this gentleman back in the day. So rest in peace. It's a shame. But anything to add? Dragon Quest, ever going to give it a go, or is it going to be an empty promise to me?
Nah, it's not
11's class. If you ever classic JRPG, play 11. But I get it. I do it all the time. I know you're both Animal Crossing fans. Ish. Yeah. Animal Crossing Direct has a date. It's on the October the 15th. Tune in for roughly 20 minutes of information about the content coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons in November. When was the last time you played it, Dan?
I want to say about 7 months ago.
Rob, do you have it?
Yes.
When was the last time you played it? About the same?
To be fair, I've not had the full chance to play because I can't. If I do, it'll completely wipe Laura's play. So...
Right. When was the last time Laura played it? Do you know?
Good question.
That says it all.
Yeah,
Excuse
I'm
me.
not entirely sure.
When was the last time you played Animal Crossing?
The other week.
Right, Jade played it the other week, which for someone who has 700 hours in that game.
I was going to say Mary hasn't played it in a long time, probably as long as me.
God. I hope, like, because the 3DS one, people were fucking all over it all the time, and I'm hoping this new content can breathe new life into it, or new horizons. But that's a week on Friday. I think it's a week Friday. Week tomorrow. Yep. So we'll see. Good luck with that. Animal Crossing fans. I've got some Xbox shit now. Nearly there, boys. We're nearly there. Got some Xbox merch. Not merch really, but a new controller and some headsets and shit. Have you seen these?
I have.
No, certainly. Black and green, mate. It's all about it. Xbox is 20, by the way, this year, I think, or next year. Is it this year, Dan?
This year?
2001, yeah, it would be this year.
Yeah.
So there's the nice merch there. The controller's quite nice, to be fair. The headset's cool. That is the Xbox weird headset that came out a few weeks ago. I can't remember. Which apparently is really good. But
that looks quite good, to be fair.
You got that Razer Universal Quick Charging stand with the 20 Xbox on it. Of course, you've got fucking t-shirts and hats. Happy birthday, Xbox! It's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
So, and here's to the next 20, and so on. However, though, more Xbox shit. Phil Spencer. I assume it's Phil Spencer. The article doesn't say. But I'm going to say it's Phil Spencer anyway. It says Xbox cloud gaming is now fully powered by faster Xbox Series X hardware. Do we use xCloud? I don't use xCloud.
I have not had the chance.
I use xCloud.
I have used it.
Would you use it? How was your experience? Did you use it on your PC and your?
I did, yeah. I tried it on PC. I'm happy to report it's reasonably good, but you do need a good internet connection.
I felt that. I play it. I only ever play xCloud when the computer system at work goes down. As Rob, you've had experience with that. So all sit there twiddling the thumbs, and I'm there like. I always forget my controller and I have to use touchscreen, and I get fuming, which I don't like touchscreen controls because my thumbs get in the way of the screen. I can't see what I'm doing. But I'm glad they're still pumping resources into xCloud. It's probably going to kill Stadia off sooner rather than later at this point.
Already a better system than Stadia, let's face it.
Yeah, and
they'll probably finish off PlayStation now. I'm not even gonna die.
They're already struggling, and you can tell.
Oh, you hate PlayStation now. Microsoft is also currently working still on the dedicated Xbox app for TVs.
I'm buzzing about that.
I'm also buzzing. There's going to be one day we'll buy a TV and there'll be an Xbox button on it. You'll press it and it'll come right up and about both.
I'm going to be able to play games.
There you go.
You'll just hear that booting up beep and you'll be like, oh, satisfying.
Yep. Oh god, yeah. So there you go. xCloud. I love my physical games and everything, but the convenience Microsoft offers with that kind of shit, it's too good to pass up, mate. Keeping it of Microsoft still. Gentlemen, I have breaking news. I have breaking news. Gentlemen, I can confirm my Metroid Dread Super Special Edition has been dispatched. Super Metroid Dread Special Edition, Metroid Dread double-sided A2 poster, Metroid Dread sticker sheet, and Metroid Dread keyring. Get in my face.
But this is where you'll see right at the end, just saying,
game
not arriving till
Monday.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me. Do not do that to me.
Everything else coming tomorrow. Game arriving Monday.
I kind of before we go to the next part, I just wanted to. I just found an article which I will say is a very good thing. So game developer Eidos Montreal is switching to a 4-day work week. So
Lie on the bed.
Fly on the bed. Sorry, Dan. Carry on.
Yeah. So basically, it just goes on about basically that they're going to a 4-day work week to obviously combat crunch, which is excellent news, to be brutally honest.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, 4-day work week. Because sometimes, I'm sure you do it as well, Rob, I do it, I'm sure, Dan, you do it as well, as you don't feel pressured. Even on our job, we earn peanuts compared to the developers, but even in our jobs, it's like, I'll just say 2 minutes and just do this. I'll just do this, and then I'm sure you both do it. Did you both do that?
Yeah,
I'll just say just 2 minutes. I'll just do this. I've just got to ring this client up and do this. I've just got to do this. I've got to do that. And before you know it, I have to say, right, no, I'm going home. Fuck off. Like, not. Do you know what I mean? But and I can't imagine making a game of that scope like Eidos Montreal make, and
yeah, because they're doing.
They'll be like, I've just got to do this. It'll take like 2. Yeah,
as well.
I've just got to do this. I've just got to rejig this asset. It'll take them about 3 hours. It's like, just fuck off home, do it tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think it's just a good thing, is that because obviously there's a lot of companies that do bring in crunch. Sorry, CD Projekt Red, but I'm naming you guys, you bastards. But yeah. Yeah, name and shame on that one.
Yeah,
terrible.
No, fuck them, mate.
Yeah, it's nice to see that some bigger companies, like it's technically Square Enix, in it.
Yeah. To be fair, they're quite all right with. I think Final Fantasy 15, towards the end of its development cycle, had little crunch. I believe. I'm sorry for that if that's wrong, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, it's nice to see.
Mm-hmm. I agree, 100%. But swinging back to Xbox, we have games coming to Game Pass. Dan, I've just seen it.
Yes, that's what we were waiting for.
And I was like, what's it about now? And I'd seen the things, but I hadn't looked at them. I'm like, okay, I only recognise Back 4 Blood. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Jay's making a mess. Sorry. It's chaos here. So
Back 4 Blood is the one that I've been psyched for.
A friend of mine at work, Ross, as well. Rob, your son of Ross. He's all about Back 4 Blood, mate. I'm sure Dan is as well, but I'm going to put this on the screen for everybody.
Left 4 Dead man, me. So
yes, mate. So Back 4 Blood, Tabs, Ring of Pain, The Good Life, Procession of Cavalry, Visage, not sure, Riftbreaker, and Destiny 2 Beyond Light, all coming soon. Back 4 Blood is October 12th. When's your game coming out, Dan? The 15th of October, 15th. Which is a week tomorrow.
I could have sworn was already on there.
And Windows 11 is now available. What is?
Beyond Light, I'm sure it was already on there.
It is, but it wasn't on PC, I don't think.
Yeah, Beyond Light's PC,
yeah, there we go, cloud and PC.
Back 4 Blood, cloud console and PC, so that's worth it for just to play Back 4 Blood, right?
Casual Sunday.
And obviously exactly. The Good Life is looking like
I was gonna say I think it's the first game where Mary is probably going to play the Xbox version and I'll be playing the PC version. Cause she said she watched me and she says I'm gonna play this. So yeah, nice. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and there's a lot of good games on there. I do like Tabs. Tabs is good.
You played Tabs?
Yeah, I have actually. It's one of the games I've actually played through cloud.
Oh, have you? What is it? What is it?
So it's like a ragdoll battle simulator. It's basically you pit two things against each other, and then you fight to the death. It's quite fun. It's an interesting little game. It's a good one to play on cloud, actually.
Yeah, cool.
It's not something you're probably going to spend a lot of time on.
I imagine it's not that demanding as well. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, it stands for, Tabs.
Yeah.
That is out now, available today, so there you go. Buzzing.
Yeah.
Moving on, Rob, your favourite thing in the world, PlayStation Now. There's new shit coming. Last of Us 2 is this month. Fallout 76 and Desperados 3. I've guessed them based on the picture. Let me just check. Hold up. Last of Us Part 2, Fallout 76, Amnesia Collection, Desperados 3, Final Fantasy 8 Remastered, Victor Vran Overkill Edition, yet another Zombie Defense HD. All out this
and
month.
How many of those do you have to stream rather than download?
Probably, I would have thought most of them, to be honest. But I don't know. I can't be bothered to click it.
You'll probably be able to download maybe Last of Us 2.
I wanted to make a point about this as well.
Go on, mate.
I'm led to believe that not all of these games are permanent. I'm thinking Last of Us 2 is only a temporary.
Last of Us 2 is likely only on there for about 5 minutes, but let me just. I'll put it off the article.
I heard something about temporary flagship titles going on there.
Mm-hmm.
They have a tendency to do that. Apart from Horizon Zero Dawn, which was on there for like a good year.
They are, Rob. PS5.
Most people have it.
There you go. Last of Us 2 is available until Monday, January 3rd. So. A bit it's on there.
I mean, it still sucks a little bit, doesn't it? That like the Game Pass can provide you with all these games and keep them there for however long. Like Gears has never left.
Never left. No.
Never left. But you get like you might start it on Christmas Day and then January 3rd you haven't even finished it and you're like, oh, what do I do now?
Mm-hmm. You can download that, Rob. It says here.
Oh, that's a first.
You're fuming. You download that.
Honestly.
Yeah,
it tends. It's literally like the way of putting it is if it was PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 4 title, you can download it. If it isn't,
You can't.
it was stream only, and it fucked me off. Imagine trying to play Red Dead Redemption, streaming it.
No.
It was horrible.
Right.
I didn't even like manage to leave the train station. I literally was just like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah,
Forget it.
see you in a bit. No. Gentlemen, that's all I've got for today. Do you have anything else you want to add? Any unpopular opinions? Anything you want to bring to the table about anything?
I don't like PlayStation now. I fucking hate it.
We hate PlayStation now. Right.
I think we're
Sony,
all
sort it
on
out.
board with that.
Sort it out. Dan, have you got anything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have a forgotten gem today. Now, I say forgotten gem. Go on.
Sorry, Rise just put in there Bethesda have raised Skyrim price. Thinking no one would notice.
That sounds about right.
So true.
Brand new game, you know.
What was it called?
I've never heard of that Skyrim.
Skidding. We'll just call it Scrim instead.
Yeah, may as well, mate. Excuse me.
Yes, your forgotten gem of goodness.
I was bringing this to the table as a forgotten gem because I mentioned this game a few weeks back. I was probably going to give it away to Rob. I'm sorry. Jam and Rob had no idea of this game, and it baffled me. And I'm sure. Look at Rob's face. I think he can remember the conversation, but I don't think he can quite remember the game. So allow me to give you a clue. Are you ready for some clues, mate?
Go on.
I'm going to read some off Wikipedia now. Third-person rail shooter game developed by Sega. Dan's got it.
Oh. Yes, this is the one that you managed to have a go on
I'm going to give it away to Dan right now. I managed to have a go on it in Yakuza 0 in the arcades.
Oh,
I forgot what it's called though, but I know exactly which one you mean. It's that Bulletstorm, wasn't it?
No, is it? It's not Space Harrier.
It is Space Harrier. Fucking love Space Harrier, right? I can tell you straight, right now. One of Sega's best games. I could play it I could set on Yakuza 0. It's what I did for ages. Oh, Space Harrier's in there. I was fucking sat there for hours. Like, oh, sick, mate.
That's one of the best things about Yakuza 0, just sitting in the arcade.
Yeah.
Do you know something? I've spent more time on the UFO catches than I think I have played Yakuza.
Mate, I can even imagine. Obviously, gameplay's pretty simple, very arcadey. It's like Space Invaders, but the wrong way, if that makes sense-ish. Movement's quite free. It was originally going to be in a spaceship, but the designers were like, no, put it like a human on it. I don't know why.
A human that can fly.
A human that can fly and float and jump around and shoot things. You all know people that... The tremendous amount of people that watch the show all know that I love high-scoring, well, point-chasing, high-scoring, whatever the fuck you want to call it, games. Dan, me and you had a great time when we went to the arcades in Leeds. We had a great time.
And you had a bit of a play on that, didn't you?
There's a machine and you can move about on it, and I was buzzing. Well, I recommend Space Harrier to anyone. Like I said, if you just want to play Yakuza 0 and just go in the arcades, it's there. It's Sega Ages, it's on that. It's the second one's on Steam. I don't think that's as good. It's fine. It's just, I don't think it's as good. But it's very fucking good. It's like the classic. Just one more go. Now I know what you want to hear from me. You want to hear old school prices of old cartridges, don't you?
Go on. What are we looking at here?
Like £2. All Space Harriers.
Am I CX?
If you can, mate. They're all fucking. All I'm getting is Game Gear. This might be a banger, mate. Was it on the Mega Drive? Wait, Space Harrier 2, starting price 99p. Space Harrier 2, 15 quid. It's the second one, which is on the...
Right. So I have the Master System, which is the original Space Harrier, and then the Mega Drive, which is the Space Harrier 2. So the Space Harrier boxed Master System edition is £8,
Yeah.
whilst the unboxed version of it is £3.
There you go. Cheap one for you today, ladies and gentlemen.
Although, do you want to know an interesting fact?
Go on.
There is a 32X Space Harrier.
That's
so
the one
you
I'm
didn't
looking
remember
for.
the say?
Yeah.
Yeah. £85.
That's what we wanted. I knew there was
Jesus.
I knew I was forgetting something. But yeah, that is Space Harrier 32X. eBay. Show me the goods, mate. Show me the goods. There you go, 110 quid. Straight up. £65 for bids, so we're all good. We're all good. Go play Space Harrier, they're good. That's
If anybody wants to spend massive amounts of money,
There you
I've
go.
put the link for the
Link's in the
£85 one in there.
That is my forgotten gem. I don't have a quiz today
Beautiful.
because I was chilling. But Daniel, it's been a pleasure having you on today, mate. Thank you for joining us.
No worries.
Rob, as always, is just tremendous, mate. I appreciate your time, gentlemen. Thank you. Everyone in the chat as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget like, subscribe. You know, share with your friends. Tell us all the fucking Space Harrier game is shit, JT, mate. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you, go fuck yourself because it's fucking marvelous. But we'll be back on Tuesday with another show. Jan was making some video for Samsung today. He was entering a competition which has got a winners bracket and a 5 runners up or 6 runners up, and there was like 4 people entering. So you may as well, if you've pretty much guaranteed a prize.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll tell us about it on Tuesday. But gentlemen, everybody, bid you farewell. Keep it casual and enjoy Metroid Dread. See you in a bit.
Peace.